When I tell you the second I got here this morning, and for the last about hour, there's only been one thing going around the studio, and that has been Ryan over there going, "Come on, Cavs! Gotta make it happen! Come on, Cavs!"
Yes,
all morning.
I can't get out of my head.
That's how you started, buddy.
I can't get out of my head.
Come on, Cavs! Of all the team melodies or songs, it's up there. That's right up there. Come on, Cavs! Let's go! What a game tonight. Warriors undefeated Cavs. We're going to play a little game here in a minute. Want to play a game? I haven't looked at the spread yet. I have an idea of what it might be, and I want to see if I'm right on. We'll get to our parlay for the Cavs and the Warriors tonight. What a game over at Rocky Mortgage Fieldhouse. It's going to be so much fun, man. And it's different with the Warriors, but can you bring a little bit of that back? And that's a conversation I want to have this morning. I was one that put that Warriors rivalry to bed, and it was a great time, and we'll probably never see that again, of 4 straight finals of the same teams and us beating a 73-win team, and that was storybook stuff. But I put it to bed. I said, Warriors are off doing their thing, we're off doing our thing, but here we come again. Do you bring a little bit of that back?
Do you hear that?
What?
Do you hear that?
Wait a minute. Yeah! Come on, Cavs! Gotta make it happen. Come on, Cavs! It's just gotta make it happen. I can't play any of the fast break action, baby. Gotta make it happen. Come on, Cavs. Coming on. Yeah! Gotta make it happen. Come on. What's the Warriors song? They don't have one. Go to hell.
Dude, what a song.
It's a banger. Absolute banger. It's the best. Cavs Warriors tonight. We'll talk a lot about that, getting ready to go. Obviously, bye week for the Browns, but I thought it was interesting on ESPN this morning. They went through every team, offseason priorities, free agency, draft prospects, all of it. And it gets to the question, all the different paths that the Browns could take out of this, right? We're not in a good place right now. You got 8 games to go. But when Andrew Berry and Paul DePodesta and everybody sits down, they're going to scribble on out. What are our ways to get out of this? There's a lot of different ones. You don't know which one's going to work. It could be a mix of several. I want to run through some of those just so we can prepare ourselves for where we might be going from here. Got a little baseball to sprinkle in as well. Got our NFL picks. We got to talk about that game last night. Wow. What a game between the Bengals and the Ravens. But again, here come the refs. Ryan, if I'm sitting on my couch, and no joke, at that point I was in bed watching it on my iPad, and I see a penalty, a foul, and they can't radio in, hey, Raj, put me on the payroll. Just give me the cell phone to the ref. I'll do it. Sitting there watching on Amazon Prime or meth streams or wherever Adam Schefter wants to watch.
Wow, the meth streams pool.
Yeah, you see, he did a little shot at Amazon Prime yesterday. Yeah, he did. You know he did.
Bro was on meth streams.
Well, we'll talk about that. I'm not saying that we haven't been there before, but that's all right. We've been there. All right. Referees yet again. So we'll talk about the game last night. We get to our NFL picks. Damn grid. We'll get to time up. We got the morning update. It is a beautiful Friday right here on Big Play. Welcome to the show, everybody. I am Matt Fontana. He is Ryan Tyler. Our sports fans, man, what a day it's going to be. The Cavs taking on the Warriors tonight. Appreciate everybody joining us. You can drop us a follow on Twitter, X, at Matt Fontana Show. I need to push the YouTube more because we're now over on the Big Play channel on YouTube. So if you're watching on Twitter and, YouTube's easier, just go search Big Play and you'll see the Big Play Network. And I love this. I really think it's a smart thing to do. All of our shows are going to be there. So you want to watch the Tailgate Show a little bit later this weekend. You want Josh Cribbs. You want Full Court Cleveland, our new basketball show. It's all there. Just go to the YouTube channel. We're right there for you. You can always check us out on Twitch. We're at Matt Fontana Show. Instagram as well. Driven by, I got a perfect Fairway Ford.
Nice job.
That's a way to start the day. Right there. Fairway Ford. We love you guys. FairwayFordOhio.com. All right. Pull it up. I didn't look.
Okay.
I didn't look.
Okay.
And I like doing this when I get ready for the NFL games. And I sit there and I go, all right, Bills, Colts. I think it'd be the Bills by this. And then I see what it is and write it down. I have not looked at the Cavs score for tonight.
Okay. You mean the spread?
The spread. I've not seen it. My gut and what I think I might like to bet it to, which sometimes is not where Vegas is at. 4.5. Yeah!
Wow. Right on the money.
4.5. I think that's right.
So here's the thing, though, Matt.
I think that's right.
It opened at just 1.5.
Then the Cavs obviously have won some games. I think a lot of that had to do with Steph coming off the injury, too.
Wow.
Because he's looking fine.
That was money.
Yeah, 4.5. I think that's the right line for tonight. And just, the fact that the Cavs are showing up for some of these big games, right? And yeah, okay, the Bucks were depleted and, you had to fight through the Pelicans and all that. But it's like we're battle tested. I get the vibe and the sense that this team's going to get up for this game tonight. You're at home. And I think 4.5 is the right number. Now, is that my favorite bet? No, I'd love to have it at 1 and just go ahead and take the Cavs to win. I do think they're going to win tonight. I do. Now I click on OddsShark. I was just pulling up. They think the Cavs win. They only like them by 0.5 point. So they think this is going to be a very close game. But the interesting part, they like the under 230 at just a hair for tonight. And, yeah, I mean, Golden State's coming in. They're a little bit, Ryan, do you look at the Warriors differently? Because, we were so conditioned of, man, they just splash the threes and they do this and they do that. They've retooled, but I think the interesting thing about the Warriors, who are 7-1 or were that good, it's like Steph is inevitable. He's just that good. He's one of those players in any sport that he can just drag some of these guys with him. It's a career start for Buddy Hield, averaging over 20. Wiggins, Kuminga, who wasn't he hurt?
Do you know his? Yeah, he was, but yeah, that's why. What's his face? That's why Hield started, and now he's got the job.
Yeah, right. Kuminga's onto the bench.
Do you know his nickname?
Kuminga?
Yeah.
No, what is it?
It's funny, but
probably not for okay.
It sounds like the chum bucket.
Why do they call him that?
Well, it's not quite the chum bucket. Think of his last name. They call him not chum.
I'm just Googling it.
Not chum, Matt.
I probably get where you're going. Again, because of his last name?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I don't think he likes it.
I wouldn't. You don't know what website I just fell onto.
Meth streams?
Yeah. List of NBA players with nicknames from Sportskeeda.
It's not quite Joel Delete, but.
Reese Adebayo. Bam. I'd go by that too.
Yeah.
Chris Anderson. Birdman. Nate Archibald. Tiny Archibald.
Tiny.
Gilbert Arenas. Agent Zero. The Hibachi. Nacho. The Gambler. That's not bad.
It's illegal. You're a player.
Charles Barkley's got 1,000. Does anybody call Harrison Barnes the Black Falcon? No. It's not a bad nickname. It's pretty cool. But does anybody really call Harrison Barnes the Black Falcon?
I wasn't aware of that one.
I'm on here now. We're down in Wormhole. Sorry, you're going to have to go along with us here. Bradley Beal, the Big Panda.
The Big Panda. Interesting.
Chauncey Billups is Mr. Big Shot.
How about Spider?
Tyrone Muggsy Bogues. Muggsy Bogues is a great name. That's a great name. Okay, yeah, Devin Booker. They call him Book. Yeah, that's on this list.
Come on, Cavs.
Chris Bosh, the Bostrich.
The Bostrich.
The enormous Mormon, Sean Bradley. See, again, they have like Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. His nickname is KCP. You think? Here, I'm trying to find some better ones here. Nathaniel Clifton, Sweetwater.
Big Diesel.
Craig Speedy Claxton. It's a good one. DeMarcus Boogie Cousins. Steph Curry.
Chef Curry.
Chef Curry, the Golden Boy, and the baby-faced assassin.
What?
That's on this list. It says the Splash Brothers with him and Clay. We knew that. Steph Curry's nickname on this Sportskeeda website is the baby-faced assassin. That's like Brandon Moreno. Brandon Moreno's a UFC fighter. He's just called the baby assassin.
How about
Or
Booby?
assassin baby. Booby Gibson, is he on here? Matthew Dellavedova, Deli. Boris Diaw, T-Time. Andre Drummond, the big penguin. Kevin Durant, the Durantula. Joel Embiid, they have listed here the process. Dr. J. Quick Wash is Markelle Fultz. Which is what I should do is actually give you the one. You got to guess who it is.
Okay.
Air Gordon.
Aaron Gordon.
Aaron Gordon is correct. The big ticket.
The big Tim Duncan?
No.
Oh, he's Mr. Fundamental.
Right.
Who's the big ticket?
KG.
Oh, okay.
Kevin Garnett. You'll never get this one. Apparently, this guy's nickname is the Big Burrito.
That's no, I'm just kidding. I don't know. It sounds like Glenn Davis.
No, that
Baby
good.
Davis.
That's Big Baby. Yeah,
Big
that's
Baby.
good. The Big Burrito was Mark Gasol.
Okay.
I guess because he's Spanish, I guess. Daniel Booby Gibson right here. Let's go. Manu Ginobili. All right, sorry, I screwed this up. The Magician. It's a good one.
White chocolate.
Oh, yeah, jeez, of course. You ever stumble on his highlight packages on social media? Insane.
Disgusting.
Who is the Stifle Tower?
Oh, that's Rudy Gobert.
That's Rudy Gobert. I didn't know he had that. That's not bad.
Because he's French.
The Dancing Bear?
The Dancing Bear. No idea.
Draymond Green.
Ew.
Yeah. Uncle Jeff. We know Uncle Jeff.
Green.
Jeff Green is correct. Rip
Hamilton.
Rip Hamilton is correct. The Beard.
James Harden.
Does anybody call him El Chapo? That's on here.
James Harden?
Yeah, that's on here for El Chapo.
No, I didn't. No.
Buddy Love.
Buddy Love?
Yeah, it's his nickname, I guess.
Buddy Hield?
Buddy Hield is correct.
Oh, okay.
Buddy Hield is correct. Sorry, I just got on this. Big Z.
Yeah.
Vadrunas. Iggy. Iguodala. LeBron. The King. King James. The L Train. LBJ. The Chosen One. The Akron Hammer. And Bron.
The Akron Hammer? Who in the world calls him that?
Uncle Drew. Kyrie Delicious. Kyrie. I don't know. And the Ankle Taker.
Yeah, the Ankle Taker.
That's what they call Kyrie Irving. The Joker. You know that one. Ronald Popeye Jones. Hell yeah. It's way too big of a list for me to go through. The Mailman.
Karl Malone.
That is correct. I had a full-size Karl Malone poster in my room growing up. The Matrix.
The Matrix. No idea.
Sean Marion.
Oh, interesting.
Hair Canada.
Hair Canada. Who's Canadian? Hair Canada.
He is one of the best Canadian basketball players of all time.
Oh,
Not currently playing.
Oh, I don't know if this dude's Canadian or not. Tracy McGrady?
No, good pull, but no. Steve Nash.
He's not Canadian.
Yes, he is. Yeah, he is.
He's from South Africa. He was born in South Africa.
He's Canadian. What do you mean?
No, he's not.
I always thought he was Canadian. I knew he was Canadian. Steve Nash? Yeah.
Wasn't he born in South Africa?
He might have been born there, but I think he, I don't say identifies as Canadian, but whatever. He's Canadian.
Yeah, he was born in South Africa. I guess he is Canadian.
He is Canadian.
I was going to say him, but I thought he was South Africa.
Well, you knew more than I did on that. You knew more than I did on that one. All right, final one, because then we just got to start talking some Cavs. These two are the best. The glove.
Penny Hardaway.
No.
Or Gary Payton.
And then the mitten.
The mitten,
is Gary Payton the second. You get it? The glove and the mitten.
I get it.
They get it. It's like the Statlers. One was the walrus, and then the other one was like little walrus or something like that. I don't know how we got onto this. We started talking about
we started talking about the chum bucket.
Vitaly Potapiko, the Ukraine train.
Bro, chill. The greatest nickname, we haven't even said it yet. Andrei Kirilenko, AK-47.
AK-47 was dirty. That was pretty damn dirty.
Or AR-13, whatever, for Austin Reeves. That's hard.
This is a family show.
What?
The only thing I remember about Andrei Kirilenko, they did a big story on him that his wife gave him a hall pass.
Nice.
Like, they did a whole expose about the fact that his wife's like, he's a good-looking NBA guy. Like, I give him a hall pass, sure. But he's like, okay.
It's a good
I don't know why that reminds me of that. But it is what it is. All right, let's go. Back to that. No hall passes tonight. Cavs!
One more time.
Let's go. Bobby Bingo Smith. Come on, Cavs.
Gotta make it
happen tonight.
Come on.
Gotta make it happen tonight. You know, I'm excited, obviously, because the Cavs are off to this start, because I see all these things that I just like about this team, right? But Ryan, the question is, do you bring anything back from the finals run against the Warriors? Like, when you see the Warriors in town tonight, are you looking at them as that team, as Steph Curry is back in the building, or as just, this is our 10th game of the season and I'm just trying to get to 10-0?
Well, they are 7-1.
They're very good.
I mean, they're probably the 2 out of the 3 best teams in the NBA right now, obviously sans the Thunder. I mean, no, I don't look at it as a rivalry anymore. I mean, obviously you have that history, but it comes down to who's on the roster that was in that series. Literally nobody except, Steph Curry, right? Draymond Green for the Warriors, and nobody for us.
Right.
So I mean, it's not just another game, obviously, but it's not close to what it was a few years ago.
No, I totally set this aside. I really do. Where I come from something, I put that rivalry to bed. That rivalry was awesome, and there are some that stand the test of time, right? And you get a lot of those in football. You know, baseball, you got it with the Subway Series and the Red Sox and the Yankees, and certainly some of that. You know, basketball, it's just so different because I think more than anything, the turnover in basketball is a lot higher than some other sports. Like, even the Warriors for their stretch, like the Lakers aren't the same. Like, it's hard. And maybe when the Cavs were so good, I'm not saying they're not now, but I'm talking about the LeBron years, you didn't have rivalries in the East. You know, the Warriors were the team, and you only saw them twice in the regular season and when you ran into them in the finals. And those games were almost inevitably on Christmas or MLK Day. They were giant games, but you didn't see them all that often. And there were times, like, trust me, the Hawks annoyed me. You know, the first go around with LeBron, the Wizards always seemed to be in our way somehow, some way. Like, we'd play the Pistons, and I guess now you want to say the Celtics. Like, basketball is a little bit different when I look at, like, true rivalries. And especially when don't nobody care about the divisions either. I don't even think the average Cavs fan could name the teams in the Central Division with us, right?
Yeah, I couldn't. Well, a couple. It's the Bucks.
Correct.
The Pistons.
Correct.
Let
me get you the number. All right, let me hang on.
Because we literally just talked about this yesterday on Full Court Cleveland.
Oh, I'm on the wrong page here. NBA standings. Division. Okay. Go ahead.
Bucks, Pistons.
Yep.
Raptors?
No.
Is there 2 more teams?
There's 5
in total.
Total teams.
So 2 more.
Us.
Right. Bucks, Pistons.
Bucks, Pistons.
How about those? Is it the Wizards?
No. They're in the Atlantic. Oh, no. Here's the weird thing. They're in the Southeast. The 3 conferences in the Eastern Conference, again, I think people don't even know. Atlantic, Central, and Southeast. Those are the 3 divisions.
Hawks?
No, they're in the Southeast, too.
Jeez. Who's even left?
It's 2 Midwest teams.
I'm not a geography man.
Go west of us.
Okay.
That are in the East, because it's weird, because, like, Memphis, right? Memphis screws this whole thing up.
I'm blanking.
Chicago?
Oh,
and
yeah.
The Pacers.
That's 2 teams. Yeah.
That's it. The Cavs, Pacers, Bulls, Pistons, and Bucks are in our division. So that's what I'm saying. You don't create that division rivalry with some of these other teams. So I really do look at this game tonight more of, it's a good team. We're trying to go 10-0. I really have kind of put away all the rest of that. Now, trust me, I'm not, you want to go there and boo Steph Curry for 2017 and 2018, all that. Go ahead. That's fine. But, like, I look at this game, the rivalry is secondary to me tonight to just a team trying to get a 10th. Like, I just look at the Warriors as the next team on the schedule. They're different than, oh, man, this is our rival. Like, and I was going to almost ask this question, who is the Cavs' rival right now? And it's almost like you want to say Boston, but Boston doesn't recognize you, I don't think.
Correct.
Like, the Knicks one is kind of budding after a couple of years, 2 years ago, and how everything has gone with them. Like, okay, but basketball is just kind of weird in that sense. You got big games, and I think that's also helping the global side of the sport. It's not so regional. Like, you can get big matchups. You know what you have. You're always playing across and all that, figuring it out. But, like, I look at the Warriors tonight, I just see them as a good team coming to town that I want to beat, and there's no more
Is that our
hangover.
question today?
I'll leave it up to you. If you can find a way to word that, do you view tonight as a rivalry game with the Warriors or just a team in your way. And it's hard to not sit there and say we're trying to go 10-0. We're trying to have one of the best the best start in Cavs history already. But you're adding up all these things about one of the best starts in the NBA. I know their point total that they've put up. Do you view tonight? I guess here's the real question. Do you carry over any rivalry from the 2010s with the Warriors tonight? Do you carry any of that over? I don't. I really don't. I know it's there. I know there's a part of it. Steph Curry's going to walk in there and look up and see that banner. Yeah.
I think he'll be all right. He's got a few.
He's probably going to be okay with it. But I'm assuming every time he walks back into that building at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, that brings a little back for him. I'm sure there's questions that shoot around about all that. I set that all aside. I really do. I'm just looking at this as the next team up on the schedule. They're a good team, and I hope the Cavs get it done tonight. I do like a -4. We'll get to our parlay a little bit later. We'll dive into a little bit on the Warriors as they come in. They're a team that we're averaging now 222 per game. They're 221. They're right behind us. Now, the difference is they actually are a little better defensively than us. They give up 5 less points a game than we do. They're better at holding their field percentage down. Their 3-point shooting on defense is much better. That's actually the crazy thing. You have the Warriors coming in, and you go, oh, they just put up a bunch of threes, and they do all that kind of stuff. But they really are a little bit of a better defensive team than us. And just strictly talking about their roster, it's so kind of it's interesting. Obviously, you have Steph. But for a team that you would know they, 5 deep, now you're looking, you're like, yeah, it's Jonathan Kuminga. It's Buddy Hield. It's just such a different version of this team that I kind of ask, how the hell are they 7-1?
Very well coached.
They are. Steve Kerr's probably the best. You have the number 2 and 4 3-point shooting teams in the league coming in tonight. Cavs are 42%. Warriors, 39%.
Cavs about to smack them, bro.
Honestly, I'm not saying it's going to be a blowout. And plus, the Warriors are on a road trip, right? Are they not? Hang on. Last 10 games. Golden State is on a 5-game winning streak. Houston, Washington, and Boston were their last couple of games. They just beat Boston by 6. Not last night, the night before. So they're on this road trip. It's not easy for them doing this right now. And maybe that's a part of this tonight. You're right. It's kind of weird. You look at it and you're like, man, dude, God, wouldn't that be nice just to smack them by 20? Yeah. Wouldn't that be nice just to beat them down tonight? And I do think the message is out for the Cavs. At this point, it's undeniable that you have to pay attention, I'm talking about around the league, to who the Cavs are and what they're doing. And everybody keeps coming back to what? This team is working. What Kenny Atkinson has brought to it is fitting what these guys want to do. And everybody is contributing. Everybody that steps on that floor is contributing to this team. That's a hard team to defend. I try to put myself in an opponent coming in and saying, all right, we're going to play the Cavs tonight. What are you going to do? Hey, we'll try to limit Donovan Mitchell. That's all right. Let Darius Garland shoot the lights out. We'll have to get physical with the big guys, try to get them in foul trouble. All right, we'll go to our guards then. Advantage Cavs. The best player. Wow. Who is the best player on the floor tonight?
Steph Curry.
It is Steph, probably. It's not Donovan.
Well,
let me get you season stats for Steph Curry. He's averaging 21 points per game. Is Donovan not at 24? 5 rebounds, 7 assists. Let me check his 3-point shooting here. This season, he's shooting 42% from behind the arc. 42%. His last games, 27, 24, 18, and 20 at his last 4 games. And he missed some time. He's only been back 2 games. He's only been back the last 2 against Boston and Washington. Put up 27 and 24. But, yeah, it's probably Steph. But, like, then, we do this for football, right? Okay, Steph 1, Donovan Mitchell 2. But then it's like, okay, probably Darius Garland, probably Jared Allen, probably Evan Mobley, and then maybe Buddy Hield. Then maybe Jonathan Kuminga. Hield's probably in that mix with those other guys, but it's still sort of the Cavs.
Disrespect to Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah, sorry to Andrew Wiggins. I think he's a nice piece. Watch Giannis go to the Warriors. I have no idea if that contract would work or anything, but watch that happen.
That'd be crazy.
Watch that happen. I think Steph needs one more guy. And it's like, again, I think Buddy Hield would be a good, nice 3. I think Andrew Wiggins would be a nice 4 on a team. I think Steph Curry needs one more. It was ready for them to move on from Clay. They did that. I know why Draymond's still there. They're paying him. Okay, fine. You're going to play fine. But he needs one more piece. Watch them be some players. But don't have that for tonight. Cavs 4-point favorites. We will get to our parlay a little bit later. Shot out of a can. What are you feeling for tonight? I kind of like the over.
Donovan Mitchell, 40-plus points.
40?
Yeah, he's going crazy tonight.
Get you see what you got on that.
This is the Spida game of the season so far.
Haven't had one quite yet.
Right.
Close. Haven't had one quite yet, though. Haven't had that just yet for Spida. All right, let's see what we got. I don't want the NFL. We'll get to that later. All right, NBA. Cavs Warriors, 4.5. Over-unders 231. Points. For Donovan to score 40 is plus 1,200.
Oh, book it.
Plus 1,200.
Throw $200
plus
on that.
1,800 for 45 and plus 4,000 to go for 50 tonight.
No, 40.
40. You like the 40 plus 1,200. There
Book
you go.
it.
Book it. Ryan likes it very much. All right, we'll get ready to go for the Cavs later. We get our parlay cooking on that. I want to flip over to a little bit of football, though. And we head over to ESPN. So they went across every team. Now that the trade deadline is done, Super Bowl aspirations for some teams and other teams looking ahead. 19 teams in the NFL have at least a 25% chance of making the playoffs. Obviously, we are not one. But that's what the NFL likes. They want everybody to feel like they can be a part of this down the stretch. They want everybody to go 500. But still, ESPN went through the offseason projections, free agency draft, and some other things for each NFL team. And I want to run through the Browns to kind of prime us for understanding what could be the paths out of this. So we know where things lay with the Browns. We know the contract for Deshaun Watson. We know some of the holes on this team. What are the paths out of this? We start. Biggest offseason need from Aaron Schatz, quarterback. Deshaun Watson's stint has not worked out. Let's assume the Browns understand the concept of sunk cost. Draft prospect that could fit, Jordan Reed. Shedeur Sanders. With Watson out until at least the beginning of next season, the 6'2", 215 Sanders could step in immediately as the new signal caller. His poise, anticipation, and ball placement well fits the Browns scheme. Projected first-round pick. Where do you think ESPN projects us to pick coming up in April? 5th. 7. Shedeur Sanders ain't going to be there.
Right now we're 5.
Right.
Okay.
So they assume that the Browns are going to pick up a couple of wins.
Well, right now, New England, they're not drafting a quarterback.
Yep.
Jacksonville, they're not drafting a quarterback.
Nope.
New Orleans, possible.
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
With the new head coach, yeah.
Carolina, probably.
Oh, that's right.
Then us.
So we're not even going to get Cam Ward.
But then Vegas is probably going to jump us. They're right behind. I'm looking at your screen. Vegas right behind us.
And the Giants.
Giants need a quarterback, too.
Oh, no.
They got to pay Danny Dimes.
Oh, no.
That's where, like, when I started doing these, like, you have the Giants and the Panthers playing in Germany.
Oh, no.
On Sunday, excuse me. Maybe we need to start watching some of these games and just start rooting against interest here.
Tank.
Well, we're going to win some games. They're going to win a couple of games out.
I hate tanking.
I hate it too. But, and then, by the way, salary cap space, minus $57 million. Minus
be like
$57 million. They'll roll it over. I know that. They'll take the hit. All right. Let's run through the paths. And I want to write these down as we go, okay? I'm just going to number these, but they can be in any order, okay? Path number 1 for the Cleveland Browns. Deshaun Watson returns.
Wah.
He is your starter. He plays. You pay him. That's it. That actually is the easiest and most succinct path out for the Cleveland Browns. It's option 1. He returns, and he is your starter. Okay? I know everybody probably threw up in their mouth hearing that. It is what it is. Option 2. You start bridge Jameis Winston and draft a rookie. Okay? That, Jameis is not under contract. You would have a crowded quarterback room at that point, and you would be just so hampered from a salary cap standpoint because Jameis isn't coming here for free. You're going to have to pay him on top of paying Deshaun Watson. Option number 3. You draft and start a rookie quarterback. You somehow either are in position to take Shador or Cam or Carson Beck or whoever. You get him and you just say, this guy's starting. Come hell or high water, no matter what it looks like, this guy's our starter. You hope you get a little Jane Daniels magic with him, and you take it from there. That's option 3. That's option 3. Option number, and still, by the way, Watson is still here. He's hanging out. He's cashing his checks. Option number 4. They do the unthinkable. They cut Watson. They incur this huge, insane cap hit. They probably cut every other guy that they could. And you have just a lame duck season. You could still draft a quarterback, sign a journeyman to pennies.
That's the thing. I don't hate that.
We should have. I wish I had Jack on for this because we're gonna do some. I don't want to call you an idiot. I'm an idiot. I want to do some idiot math here. Okay, ready? You know what I'm doing? Here's the Browns. Oh, sorry, not Brown 2025 contract. Browns. I don't care about Jalen Brown's contract. This is from Spotrac. Or does everybody prefer over the cap? Probably over the cap. Here's the Browns 2025 situation, okay? At this point, they are rolling over what we already rolled over, all right? But you are still $8 million in the hole, okay? Okay. These are the guys that it would be detrimental. Watson, near $100 million. If you did, this is let me do post June 1. Okay. I'm just going to rip you off a list here. Oh, no, we got to do, that's 2025. I'm an idiot. Okay. Oh, man, this isn't going to work. They don't have him on here anymore because he's on IR. All right. Basically, what I was going to try to do was come up with who you'd have to cut to make that money work. All right? You'd have to cut everybody. Bitonio, Teller, Conklin, Njoku, Chubb. Even if you cut Obo Okoronkwo, Ethan Posick, Elijah Moore, Jordan Akins, Shelby Harris, Ryan, at this point, which I think is wrong because I think it's on this season, you'd be saving a couple $1 million. Let me go to 2025. Here's what I really want to do. Base salary. Can't cut Myles. Even if you cut Denzel, you're not saving that money. You're going to save a couple million on Bitonio, a couple million on Wyatt Teller. Conklin would be 16. Njoku, Dalvin Tomlinson, Jedrick Will's going to be gone. Obo, Jeremiah Usu-Koramoah, you can't. Like, I am just sitting here, and the whole reason I bring this up, I actually do not see a way that they can actually make this work. We got to send Jack a message. I got to ask him. I'm sitting here looking at the Browns' money for next year. Ryan, there's not you could cut your entire team and not have enough cap space to take that hit on. That's what I'm reading at this point.
Yeah.
That it is impossible to actually take that cap hit on next year.
He's like a termite.
You got to keep him. Like, that's... Again, I could be wrong. We got to get Jack on sooner rather than later to ask some questions. I'm looking at this and saying that there is literally not a way that they could cut Deshaun Watson this offseason.
Yep. Welcome to hell.
That's it. So you almost take that off the list. Any other paths that I'm missing in this? Watson returns. He plays. He's your starter. Bridge guy, Jameis, draft a rookie. Watson still here. Draft and start a rookie quarterback. Watson still here.
Correct.
That's it. That's it.
Correct.
You cannot cut him. You cannot cut him. Those are your three. What's your path?
Well, I mean, you're going to disagree with this, but you could also, even if you don't draft a quarterback, you could also just still start Jameis Winston. You don't have to start
Sure, it could
Deshaun
just be
Watson.
Watson with Winston. Right. You could do that. And I think that even lends towards Jameis could start the season, and then when Watson's fully healthy, they could go back to him. The message has to be sent. We better prepare ourselves for this. You've got to prepare yourself that Deshaun Watson's going to be on the Cleveland Browns next year.
But here's the thing. If I'm not getting Shador or Cam Ward, like...
That's another good point, too. I'm ready just to be like, all right, we'll just get somebody else next year.
So how about this?
Sure.
This mock draft from yesterday.
Mock draft. All right, go.
Travis Hunter 1 to the Patriots. Will Johnson, cornerback, to the Jags at 2. Cam Ward to the Saints at 3.
Yeah.
Shador to the Panthers.
Yep.
Ew.
Yep.
At 4. Round 1, pick 5. Cleveland Browns select edge rusher Mykel Williams out of Georgia.
Okay. All right. I mean, that's just, again, the quarterbacks that you were looking for weren't there. I would take one in the third. You got 2 3s now. Use
So
one of those.
Next year, would you take the best edge rusher or the best receiver?
I've been searching for that guy to run with Myles. I like the edge rusher thing. And you watched that game last night. And again, Trey Hendrickson is good. The Ravens have no pass rush. And you saw what that game was last night. Got to have an edge. I'm fine going with the edge there. I am. And that's just under the guys that I would draft a quarterback later if I could. Pick one up in the third round and hopefully maybe hit a home run there. I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. All right, other things around the NFL. We'll talk about Thursday Night Football in a second. But SI went through their midseason awards. So we did this yesterday from CBS. Or no, Bill Barnwell did it. Bill Barnwell did it because he made the case for Myles Garrett to try to win Defensive Player of the Year. Well, Albert Breer went around, and he went through all the awards. Now, I'm thinking, I believe this is just him. It's not like a panel of people. And I respect Albert Breer a lot. So this is just Albert's list. You want to start with MVP?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Nope. He went around to a group. He did. I'm sorry. He voted on a panel of 20 GMs, assistant GMs, VPs, and pro scouting directors. He had 20. So they cast out votes. So here, MVP, the winner got 12 of the 20 votes.
I'm still saying it, bro. It should be Josh Allen.
It's Lamar Jackson. Josh Allen got 3 votes. Mahomes 2. Jane Daniels, Goff, and Justin Jefferson all got 1 vote for MVP in Albert Breer's midseason polling. Offensive Player of the Year.
Cedric Tillman.
Yeah, I wish.
Saquon Barkley.
No.
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry got 10 of the 20. Barkley got 4. Lamar got 2. Goff got 2. Justin Jefferson got 2. Defensive Player of the Year.
Greg Newsome.
Incorrect.
TJ Watt.
No.
Trey Hendrickson.
Nope.
Myles Garrett.
Nope.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say can't be Myles. Really? Is it the guy on the Jets?
Yeah. No. Other team in New York.
Oh,
Dexter Lawrence. 8 votes for him. 7 for Watt. Xavier McKinney got 2 votes.
The safety?
Yeah. Fred Warner 2. Pat Surtain 1. Not a vote for Myles Garrett there to be had. Or Trey Hendrickson.
Yeah, I mean, you're 2-7.
Yeah.
Trey's surprising, but
Maybe a little bit. Offensive Rookie of the Year, 20 votes go to
Jamari Thrash.
Jaden Daniels. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Jared Verse got all but 1. Coach of the Year.
Kevin O'Connell.
No.
Dan Campbell.
Dan Campbell, 8.5 votes. Somebody split it. 8.5 for Dan Campbell. Reed got 4. Tomlin, 3.5. Quinn, 3. Kevin O'Connell, just 1. Brad Holmes, Executive of the Year. I did not see Andrew Berry on that list. Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah is on that list. 2 votes for him. There you go. Good for Kwesi. There's your midseason there from SI. Any shock? I don't think so. I mean, I know you're pushing Josh Allen. Even after that game last night, man. Even after that game last night from Lamar.
I mean, yeah, like it's him or Lamar. I get it.
Last night, somebody had a great tweet. They go, Lamar plays football like he's playing with his nephews. Every team that he faces, it seems like he's just that much better. Now, that was an amazing football game. It also, like, bro, do you not watch that and see that the Browns are playing? It seems like they're playing a completely different sport. You watch that with the elite quarterbacks, with the elite offensive weapons. It seems so different. But the NFL has got this huge, massive, festering problem with the referees. There were 2 fouls. Trust me, I'm not a Bengals fan. All right, I wanted the Ravens to lose. We picked them on the show. They covered anyway. That's fine. I didn't want to see the Ravens win. I don't want them cakewalking anything. So I wanted the Bengals to win last night. Right when they go down, I go, dude. And they gave more time to Joe Burrow than they probably should have. Why they threw that on 3rd down? Or I'm sorry, on 2nd down. They scored the touchdown 3rd down. I'm talking about the Ravens. When they were going down, they just needed the field goal. Why did you throw that ball? But Burrow insanely leads them back down the field. There were 2 fouls on that play. The holding, which Fitzpatrick was talking about on the postgame, where he goes, if Joe Burrow was looking that way, they might have called it. Okay. That's not even what I'm upset about. We all saw the face mask. Was it ticky-tack? Are they protecting the quarterbacks maybe too much? Absolutely. I don't care. He hit him in the face mask. That should have been a penalty. And if I'm laying in bed watching on my iPad on meth streams and I can tell you that I saw a flag, why can't they figure this out in the NFL? I pay for Prime. Who doesn't pay for Amazon Prime in today's day and age? Seriously. Who doesn't? I don't know. But anyway. Like, the fact that it was so obvious and they're so anti of getting this eye in the sky, or they've started with the replay assist where they can call and go, Clete Blakeman. Yeah, Clete, it was incomplete. Next play. Where's that on that play? Where is that? They're so anti. I don't want to say hurting the product, because last night was one of the most incredible games I've ever seen. Do you want to go to a deep level on this? That game last night featured the most flag-happy officiating crew in the NFL. I saw this as one of the primer previews for last night. The officiating crew that was on the call last night for that game is the most flag-happy crew in the NFL. What did they do? They swallowed their whistles. It's almost like they read that. And there was a lot of times in that game that they just swallowed. Now, it had a playoff vibe. And what you don't want in your playoffs is what? Referees stepping in, doing all this other kind of stuff. But especially, or eventually, when you get to that point that it's so insanely obvious that it flipped a game like that, how are you not changing this? How are you not doing something when it's all available to us? And trust me, again, I'm not waking up as a soured Bengals fan or anything like that. But it's like, I don't say you got robbed, but when a game like that happens and the conversation is not about the game, I feel gypped. The conversation today is about the officiating. In a game that was an instant classic, two elite MVP level quarterbacks, division game, and a team fighting for their lives. Now, the Bengals schedule opens up for them. Like, I still think they're going to make the playoffs.
Wrong.
Why? They got a cakewalk, buddy.
Nope.
You just don't want them to make it.
I'm a certified Bengal hater.
That's fine. They're going to make it.
I didn't see any flags yesterday.
What do you mean?
It wasn't a face
mask.
mask.
Oh, wasn't a face mask.
Nope.
Didn't see it. Wasn't looking. Didn't see it. Don't know anything
Only
you're talking
Patrick
about.
Mahomes gets that call.
So somebody had that too. They go, could you imagine if that was him?
No, it's not a joke either.
NFL, social media, the NFL world would ignite. It would ignite. But, yeah, I just feel bad that we got kind of robbed from that game. But here we are. I don't know what to tell you. All right, let's get to our picks here in a second, but we got to tell you, never get robbed at Fairway Ford, baby. They're the best. FairwayFordOhio.com. The F-150s. Right now, you go to FairwayFordOhio.com, and you will see the inventory there. You can build your brand new car. You can do whatever you need to do, but you know you are going to the number one Ford dealer in Ohio. Fairway Ford is the largest Ford truck dealership in Ohio. They have the largest selection of F-150s, the Super Duties, the commercial vehicles, or the daily drivers, the Escapes, the Explorers. They're all there. But you know I got to take a look at these F-150s, man. The Hybrid, the Raptor, the Lightning, the Ranger. I was driving in this morning past a Ranger Raptor. Those are slick-looking trucks, man. I love it. Let's go to F-150 right now. You know what? I want to click on. I want to click on it, man. I want to click on the Raptor. But how about this? A brand new 2024 F-150 Platinum demo sale right now. Demo special, $8,000 off MSRP. You can get a red one with the black rims. They got the clean-looking white over there as well. Same thing, $8,000 off there. The F-150 Platinum here, white with the black rims, whatever you're looking for. They got the blue, they got the black. They got it all for you right now at Fairway Ford. So just go to their website, FairwayFordOhio.com. You can speak to a person. They have a live chat cooking right there, and you can take a look at all their great inventory. And no, when I tell you they are the largest Ford truck dealership in the state of Ohio, what does that mean to you? That means they are not desperate for sales, okay? They want to do right by you. They want to get you in the ride that you're looking for. And just look, I'm telling you, man, get on their website right now, and I just see everything. $9,000, $7,500 off, $9,000 off, $10,000 off. A 2024 Ford F-150 XLT. Demo special going on right there. They got deals everywhere. 6, 7, 5 again. 9. All across the F-150s there at Fairway Ford. Then you want to check the pre-owned side of things. You can certainly do that too. 184 vehicles. 180. This is just the F-150s. 184 on the lot right now over there at Fairway Ford. Pre-owned. Pre-owned trucks. Let's see what we got here. Loading up. Pre-owned trucks. Come on now. Here we go. Certified used 2024 F-150 XLT. It's got 1,000 miles on it. Right? It's got 1,000 miles on it. They're able to sell this as certified pre-owned, save you some money. 2013 SVT Raptor. 2019 Platinum F-150. 2023 F-150 XLT. That might be me. The black on black. It's got 9,000 miles on it.
Do they have any Batmobiles?
You can make one of these trucks, one of these, I'm telling you. They're selling some of those tumblers. You see that? You can make that, man. The Mustangs are there. The Escapes, they got it all for you. They're the best. FairwayFordOhio.com. We appreciate them very much with our friends at Fairway Ford. I'll tell you what. Let's hit some parlays. Let's hit some bets, and maybe I'll be on my way to Fairway Ford for a brand new F-150. Let's go around the league. Young Ryan, let's go. Recap our last week. Last week, a solid 7-7-1 from me. Ryan a little behind at 5-9-1. Overall, on the season, I am 77-56-5. Ryan is 63-70.
I'm garbage.
1 week to get you back to 500. That's all you need. 1 week here. I'm telling you, it's potential. It's potential. Let's kick things off over in Germany. International series yet again. We need to apologize to all the German fans out there.
This is their last set of reparations for World War II.
That's fine. You get this ass game. You get an absolutely ass game with the Giants being 6.5-point road favorites over Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers. So here we are, and the streak has ended for the Giants. New York being listed as favorites in this game will break a 24-game streak of being underdogs. That is the second longest active streak in the NFL behind the
Panthers?
The Carolina Panthers, who are now at 30 straight games of being listed as an underdog. Here we go for the international series. First off, the under has been the play by a couple of games as that. But the favorites have excelled in international games. They are 36-11-1 straight up, and they are an impressive 32-16 against the spread when you're a favorite going international. So that would lean the Giants. The big news for this one is that they are going to continue with Bryce Young. So they tried Andy Dalton. Bryce Young's back in there. They're trying to get it figured out. Everybody's wondered why the Panthers signed Chuba Hubbard to a contract extension, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that.
When they have Jonathan Brooks, who's supposed to be making his NFL debut this weekend. Obviously, the moves they made, I think they're getting Thielen back. But they ship off Deontay Johnson. They're going all in on Xavier Legette. We'll see where it is here. The Giants have played 3 games internationally. Ryan, they've never lost when they've gone international. They're 3-0 and 2-1 against the spread. They joined the Vikings and the Chiefs as the only team to never lose a game outside of the United States.
Wow.
So that's something about that. Panthers played 1 international game back in 2019, and they beat the Bucs in that one, but there's really nothing to carry over from there. Dave Canales is the 18th rookie head coach to be going overseas for an international games. 15 of the previous 17 faced a coach not in his rookie season, Brian Daboll. The rookie head coaches are actually 9-8 straight up in international games and have won 5 out of their last 6 games straight up. So again, take that. It's rookies. It's all different types of teams. All that kind of stuff as we roll on. 6.5. You know how I do international. You know how I do Thursday night. I like the dog, and I usually like the under. The Panthers got a nice win last week. Giants close against Washington. Like, here's the thing. Go back to last 2 games to the Giants. That close game Thursday night against Pittsburgh, and they kind of kept it close against Washington until they kind of showed it. Carolina comes in beating an ass New Orleans team. All right, they're bad. Giants are 1-4 against the spread their last 5 games, 1-5 straight up, but they are 6-1 against the spread their last 7 games against the Panthers. Panthers coming in 1-5 against the spread their last 6, 1-5 straight up. Hey, it's all right. 6. Giants.
Yes.
Why?
Because I'm taking the Giants. Every time I take the Panthers, they immediately let me down.
I agree with that.
If the Giants lose, Matt, does Brian Daboll get left in Germany?
I mean, yeah, he's like lame duck. Like, how many lame duck coaches?
Does he get fired after this week?
Daboll is lame duck.
If he loses to the Panthers, does he get fired this week?
But no, because the ownership came out and they said we're sticking with him. They said we're sticking with Brian Daboll and Joe Shane or whatever his name is, the general manager. They gave that vote of confidence. We need to fire him 2 weeks later?
Yes.
I don't think so. I think this one, I do think the Giants are going to win. Right. I just think Carolina will cover that. And I love the under. I love the under for that game. But I don't think they're going to fire him just because they just came out and said that they weren't going to, so we'll see. Rookie showcase here, 1 o'clock in the Windy City. There's the Bears. Caleb Williams welcoming in Drake May and the crew. What are the Bears? They're 4-4. Every time I think they're starting to get it cooking here, they've now lost 2 straight. Now the Washington game was, an all-timer Hail Mary, that's fine. But then Arizona just pushes them around. I don't understand that. Now New England coming off that loss to Tennessee, they had that shocking win over the Jets. Remember when they said they were going to be buyers at the trade deadline? Good one on that one. Caleb Williams has done a great job keeping the Bears afloat amid mistakes from Eberflus and crew. He's only 26th in EPA, 27th in success rate. He started 3 games as a favorite this year. He's won and covered all of them, and covering by an average of 9 points. Now, the problem is the Bears' historic road woes. They've lost 9 consecutive road games on a Sunday, going back to their loss against Arizona. They're 0-4 on the road this year, and 13-18 straight up in their last 3 years on the road. Obviously, they're good at home, but they can't do anything on the road. Caleb Williams sacked the 3rd most time of any quarterback, but you also have a Patriots team that really can't get any pass rushing going right now. See here, Patriots, don't see much for them. Trends in this one. Patriots just 2-5 in their last 7 games against the spread. They're 1-7 straight up. They have owned Chicago. They're 1-5 straight up in their last 6 games, but they also stink on the road. 1-5 straight up their last 6 games on the road. Of course, Chicago at home, where they do play much better. They've covered all 7 of their last 7 home games. It is 6 here for the Bears. I'll let you go first.
Yeah, I'll take the Bears.
I will too. I just don't think the Patriots have it. Like, this should be a get-right butt-whooping game for the Bears to get back on track, but we'll see how it goes here. Next up, the Bills traveling to take on Joe Flacco and the Colts. The Bills are a 4-point road favorite in this one. Of course, Bills coming in 7-2, one of the best teams in football. They've now won 4 straight games, but you got to question some of the teams they played. Miami, okay, that was a good game to come back. Beat up on Seattle, Tennessee, and the Jets. The Colts are coming in losers of 2 straight, but they played Minnesota and Houston. At this point, it seems like it's the right move to go to Joe Flacco, but it's also really the only move that they can make at this point. Buffalo 13-3 straight up in their last 16. But they don't play the Colts all that well. Buffalo is just 2-4 against the spread their last 6 games against the Colts. 4-9 straight up in their last 13 against Indy. They are on a 6-game losing streak at Lucas Oil Field. For the Colts, as not great as it's been, they're 6-1 against the spread their last 7 games. They are 4-1 against the spread their last 5 games at home. And as I mentioned, they have a great streak against Buffalo, specifically at home. Sorry, I got to give you public money on these as well. Let's see what we got here. Where is it? Oh, wait a minute. I'll get back to it in a second, sorry. In Joe Flacco's last 8 starts for the Colts and the Browns, he is 6-2 against the spread. But the problem is, as a home dog in his career, he's only 5-10 against the spread, failing to cover by an average of 5 points. As an underdog of 4 points or more, it's an even 4. Joe Flacco is just 1-10 straight up since 2020, including 2-20 straight up in his career. As a home dog of 4 points or more. Actually, sorry, that's just straight underdog there. Bills 4, Colts. Bills.
I was hoping you said Colts.
This kind of smells as the back door, but I'll go Buffalo. I'll go Buffalo. Are you rethinking your thoughts?
No, I'm going Bills. You said it again, though.
I know. It's just going to be our thing now. I hate to tell you, it's going to kind of be our
love
thing.
the back door, bro.
I like sometimes. Well, as long as you pick it, the backdoor cover is awesome. As long as you feel it, you're good on it. Why do I not have public money on this game? What am I looking at? Public money's 50-50. That's why. Wow, interesting. All right, we move on. The Chiefs welcoming in Bo Nix and the Broncos, 7.5-point home favorites for Kansas City as they keep their undefeated streak on the line going here. You bring in Denver, who I thought was a little spicy and then got smoked by Baltimore. Is Denver phony? They beat Tampa, the Jets, the Raiders, the Saints, and the Panthers. Phony?
It's not a good schedule.
Maybe?
Not a good strength of schedule.
Kansas City.
Not a good resume.
By the way, it has some similar teams. They beat Tampa. They beat the Vegas Raiders.
They're
they
the worst
beat New
8-0
Orleans.
team in NFL history.
What's that?
Worst 8-0 team in NFL history.
Yeah, their schedule's not been great. I mean, they have Cincinnati, Baltimore, but that was a month ago. How about this stretch? Started with Baltimore, won, then beat Cincinnati. Atlanta, Chargers, Saints, San Francisco, which was a solid win. Vegas and Tampa. Not exactly the world beaters there. But it is 7 for Bo Nix and the crew. By the way, Bo Nix, 5 wins. He's already set the Broncos franchise rookie record for wins in a season. He's already got that. Even after the loss last week, Nick's career as a starter, he's 4-1 against the spread on the road, covering by an average of 6.5 points per game. Broncos 2-2 against the spread this year at home. And Sean Payton in his career is much better at home as well. As an underdog as the head coach, though, this is where Peyton really shines. He is 20 games over 500 against the spread as an underdog. But since 2020, he's only at 500. And again, that's been different teams. That's obviously been a Broncos team that's not all that good. Sean Payton has only closed at a 7-point dog or higher 13 times in his career. He's covered 9 of those 13 games. Can he do it again with Bo Nix? We'll see. Chiefs dominate their division. Patrick Mahomes against the Broncos in his career is 12-1 straight up, but he's only 7-6 against the spread. His only loss was back against Denver in 2023. But again, big spreads a lot of the times as they roll on there. Mahomes enters in his career 37-23-1 to the under in his home starts throughout his career. This year, though, he's 3-1 on the over at Arrowhead. So as far as the over-under goes, I do think this might be a little bit of a shootout. Denver comes in 4-1 against the spread their last 5 games against Kansas City. They are 4-1 against the spread on the road, as I mentioned, 5-2 against the spread their last 7. Kansas City 10-3-1 against the spread their last 14. 7-0 against the spread their last 7 games at home. They're on an 8-game win streak at home against Denver. Chiefs 7.5. You're up.
Yeah, as much as I don't want to take them, I'll take the Chiefs. I think you should go Broncos.
I think I might. See, if I think the Chiefs are as good as Baltimore is, which I do, and Baltimore just smacked them around, I don't like that. But I am a little bit of a believer in Bo Nix. Call me Sean Payton. I'm a little bit of a believer. So... Denver. I'll let you have that. Denver, it is. Falcons on the road to play the listless Saints. I thought this would be more. I'm telling you right now, ATL, baby. -3.5. They are road favorites against the Saints. They fired Dennis Allen. You'd like to think that this be this groundswell coming out back and like that. That ain't happening. That ain't happening here. I think Atlanta gets this done pretty easily, to be honest with you. I am a little worried about Drake London not being... Damn. I'll take Atlanta, because here's the other reason. Dennis Allen getting fired, I think is going to change that defense for them a little bit, and they're going to have to just run with Bijan Robinson. Falcons are 4-1 against the spread their last 5 games. They're 5-1 straight up in their last 6, but they don't play well against New Orleans. Atlanta is just 4-10 straight up in their last 14 games against New Orleans. They're 5-13 straight up their last 18 games at Caesars Superdome. For the Saints, they've not covered in their last 5. They're on a 7-game losing streak. Yeah, this is Atlanta. Is it not?
Yeah, I will be going Atlanta.
Okay. ATL it is. ATL it is. Kirk Cousins, the last 5 seasons, indoor games, he's just 16-28 against the spread. He's actually the worst indoor quarterback over the last 5 years. But Cousins faced Derek Carr 3 times in his career. Cousins has won all 3 of those games, and he covered 2. So I'll lean on that. Give me the Falcons. What could be an intriguing matchup, and it's a big spread. The 49ers getting Christian McCaffrey back are 6.5-point road favorites as they go to take on Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, the story for Tampa this week has been Baker battling a toe injury. So I would imagine that factors into this. Now, it sounds like he's going to play, but to what level? They know the injuries that are still going on with the Buccaneers. How long can they keep this afloat? How long can they keep this afloat? Overtime tends to have an impact. The Rams, Titans, Bucks, Chiefs, and Patriots are all coming off overtime games last week and are playing on 8 days rest or less. Teams in those situations over the last 3 seasons are only covering at a 44% rate and only winning 43%. So that tells you the Bucks are not in a good place. Go to overtime. They're on not extended rest. It's going to be a hard one to go. The 49ers have struggled mightily in the red zone. They are one of 5 teams below 50% at touchdown rates in the red zone. Last year, they led the NFL in touchdown rate when they get in the end zone. The problem is for Tampa, no Mike Evans, no Chris Godwin. Cade Otton's their number one thing. 6.5. Road favorites coming off a bye since 2004 cover 63% of the time. This season, they're 2-0 and 2-0 to the spread. Coming off a bye, and you are the road favorites, this should lean everything San Francisco, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Return of the Mac, baby. Christian McCaffrey's coming back, supposedly.
Yeah, he is. I think he's going to come back. I think he'll get in the end zone for this as well.
My fantasy team thanks him
I
for
think a
his
lot of
upcoming
people
services.
are in on that. Let me see if I can get you those some quick trends here. San Francisco is only 4-8 against the spread their last 12 games, though. They're 5-2 straight up their last 7 games against Tampa. Tampa 1-4 in their last 5. Tampa's been an over machine, if you want to bet the over in this one. We'll both take San Francisco in this one. Steelers traveling to take on Jane Daniels and crew 6-2 for Pittsburgh, coming off their bye. Commanders 7-2. And it seems like Washington's got everything going out now. They had to hold off there, and they got the nice win over the Giants. And again, Pittsburgh coming off their bye. They're winners of 3 straight. Here we go. Pittsburgh 9-3 against the spread their last 12 games. They're also 9-3 straight up in their last 12. They don't play Washington all that much, but when they do, they beat them down. Pittsburgh is 6-1 straight up in their last 7 games against Washington and 4-2 against the spread in their last 6 against the Commies. Pittsburgh comes in 5-2 against the spread their last 7 games on the road. Washington has covered or pushed in all 8 of their games. 7-0-1 against the spread their last 8. 7-1 straight up, as we know. And they are 4-1 against the spread their last 5 games at home. Washington has won all 5 of their games this season when they've been listed as the favorite. Early in his career, Jane Daniels 7-1-1 against the spread through 9 starts, including 5-0 straight up and against the spread as a favorite. He's the first quarterback to do that, starting 5-0 against the spread as the favorite since 2000. Mike Tomlin has faced a rookie quarterback 32 times as the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's 26-6 in those 32 games. Now, I would tell you, this ain't a normal rookie. And in fact, Tomlin has only been, ready for this, an underdog to a rookie quarterback 2 prior times in his career. So he's facing a rookie, and he's the underdog. Do you know what one of those was?
Was it Baker?
Dorian Thompson-Robinson.
Bruh.
A 13-10 loss as a 2.5-point underdog to Dorian Thompson-Robinson. The other one was in 2008 against Joe Flacco. 3-point underdog, but they won outright. So take that for what it is. Pittsburgh. Is Russ cooking? Is he cooking?
Might be. Ramen noodles.
I think the Steelers win this game. Give me Pittsburgh. I'll take them plus the 2.5. I think they win that game. Right.
Yeah, I was really hoping you were going to take Washington here. I'm going to go Pittsburgh as well in honor of me being in Pittsburgh this weekend.
Oh, enjoy it. What are you doing there?
Friend's birthday.
Nice. Pittsburgh's a great town to go hang out. I've been to multiple bachelor parties there. It's a good time. I will not let you take the Jacksonville Jaguars here. Minnesota -7. I won't let you do anything different.
You're going to tell me not to take Jacksonville.
Yeah. Me. Yeah, me.
Give me
Trevor
Jacksonville.
Lawrence ain't playing. Do you really want them?
Oh, he's not playing?
No, he's not going to play.
Give me Minnesota.
Grab that line before it moves. It's 7. I keep forgetting to give you guys the public money. I said I was going to start doing that, and I haven't. I've been letting you down. 77% of public money is on the Vikings -7. Do you run through it? I mean, it's Minnesota all day. They're going to start. I don't even know who they're going to start. Yeah, is TJ Hawkinson coming back? He is. By God. Minnesota 6-2 against the spread their last 8. They're on a 5-game winning streak against Jacksonville. Jacksonville does come in 4-2 against the spread their last 6 games, but they are just 3-12 straight up in their last 15. Jacksonville is 4-1 against the spread their last 5 games when they play as an underdog, but they don't got Trevor Lawrence. They do not have a snowball's chance in hell. Titans taking on the Chargers out on the West Coast. We get to our 4 o'clock slate here. Will Levis back? Maybe. He's practicing. But all of a sudden, Mason Rudolph, picked up a win against New England. Hasn't played all that poorly, I guess. If they go back to him, we'll see. For the Chargers, they come in. They've won 3 out of their last 4. They just beat us. They beat New Orleans. They lost to Arizona in a close game and beat Denver prior to that. Chargers are 7-1 to the under in the full game this season, going under by an average of 7 points per game. That's some second half spread stuff. Herbert has closed as 7-point favorite or higher in 8 starts of his career. The Chargers are 7-1 straight up in those games, and they've covered 6 out of those 8 games. And they are 6-0 and 5-1 against the spread when they play at home as a favorite of more than 7 points under Justin Herbert. 7 Chargers, Titans. I said don't trust the Chargers. I've said that.
You have said that.
But I got to trust them here. LAC is my pick.
Yes, the defense is going to eat. 7's a lot, but I can't bet Mason Rudolph.
Eagles 7-point road favorites, and Jerry hates that. Welcoming him down there to Jerry's world. I think this line is going to move, to be honest with you, because coming to this one, 67% of public money is on Philly. Dallas is going to have to go to Cooper Rush. You might have to see Trey Lance. Dak Prescott out. They've got nothing going for them in this game, but do they somehow squeak in and get it done? I don't think so. I'm going to take Philly straight up in this one. I'm sorry, I'm going to take them with the spread, I should say, as well, going on this. Backup quarterbacks making their second start in a season for a team. They've only covered, actually they're 50% in covering, 27-25 against the spread since 2021 for backups. Cowboys haven't played at home since week 6. They're the second team in the last decade to enter a bye after losing by 38 points at home with the 2021 Lions. They have found themselves the last 4 games at home. They've been down by an average of 17 points at halftime their last 3 home. That's it. I'm taking Philly at 7.5 season.
Yeah, me too.
All right, the Jets with the long trip out to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Jets coming in at 3-6. They're cooked. Arizona trying to keep things alive at 5-4. Not overly impressed with them, but we'll see where it is. Jets coming in. They did somehow beat Houston on a Halloween, but that ended a bad 5-game losing streak for them. Arizona coming in, they've won 4 out of their last 5 games. They beat Chicago, Miami, the Chargers, and San Francisco. You mix in a loss for Green Bay there coming on in. I'll start with the Jets as a 1.5-point road favorite here, but they've only covered 1 out of their last 6 games. They've only covered 2 out of their last 6 games against the Cardinals, and the Jets have only covered 2 out of their last 10 road games. Arizona, 4-1 against the spread their last 5. But they're only 5-13 straight up in their last 18 games at home. The Jets' schedule was brutal to start the year. After getting removed from Sunday Night Football next week, they end a stretch of Monday Night Football, Sunday 1 o'clock, Thursday, Sunday, Sunday London, Monday, Sunday night, Sunday, Thursday Night Football. That was the Jets' streak.
I don't know why they think people want to watch them play
Aaron Rodgers. They knew why, so they put all this stuff up. Now they're starting to get him out of prime time and figured it out. As a member of the Jets, Aaron Rodgers started 2 games on extended rest. New York's only scored 27 points total in those 2 games. They lost both and didn't cover in either one of those. Cardinals at 5-4 are somehow leading the AFC West. They entered 14-1 to win the division. Kyler Murray has started 27 games in his career where his team is above 500. But they're only 11-16 against the spread in those games. And when the game is played in November or later, they fought a 3-12 against the spread. So what that tells you is when Kyler Murray's on a good team later this season, remember that season they started 9-1 or something like that? Someone say, when they get to November, starts to fall off here. They also do have the easiest remaining schedule of any team in the NFC the rest of the way out here for Arizona. My belief in this one would be that the Jets are still going to fight and that they're just going to have an offensive output with Adams and Garrett Wilson. Can the Cardinals keep pace with that? is what I wonder. Look at one thing quick. I mean, Arizona, which is a little crazy, gave up 34 to Green Bay, 42 to Washington. What I was looking at was defensive. In their wins this year, they're only averaging giving up about 21 points in all their wins this year. And the Jets, I don't like this. It's my scheme. You go first. Let me see if I can change it.
As much as I don't want to bet the Jets,
I think I'm taking the Jets too. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I said you go first. I haven't written yours down. You can do whatever you want. I'm taking the Jets. I don't trust the Cardinals.
I'll go Jets.
All right, stick with the Jets. All right, primer Sunday Night Football. The Lions become 3-point road favorites, taking on the 6-3 Houston Texans. Do the Texans, are they bad? Everybody wants to expose them as maybe being a bad football
Their
team.
offensive line is bad.
Well, that's what happened. They lost to the Jets on Thursday Night Football.
Well, they don't have Diggs. Collins still banged up.
Well, Collins supposed to come back. He's supposed to come back for this game. Detroit coming in, hottest team in football, and they're just acing teams on out. This is a 3.5-point spread. Detroit as the road favorite. They've covered in all 6 of their last games, but they're only 1-4 straight up in their last 5 games against Houston. Detroit on a 7-game road covering streak. Houston 9-4 straight up in their last 13. They've won their last 6 home games as well. Sunday night unders have been the play. Sunday night this year, 7-2 on the under. So keep that in mind here as well. Okay. In their last 55 games, the Lions are covering at a 73% rate. That is absolutely insane. We know, we're talking about Goff. Last 5 starts, 11 touchdown passes, just 17 incompletions. Goff, 4-0 this season when he has the majority of public money on him. Which, by the way, for this game, 90% of public money is on Detroit. Goff in night games, 20-12 straight up, 20-11-1 against the spread. He's 17-4 straight up as a night favorite. CJ Stroud's night game, it's his 4th one with the Texans. He's 2-1 straight up, which is 1-2 against the spread. He lost to the Jets, beat the Bears at home earlier this year as 6.5-point favorite, but didn't cover, and then they beat the Colts. Well, they beat the Colts, but didn't cover. Historically, the Texans are trash at night. They are 12-30-1 against the spread as a franchise at night since 2003. As an underdog, CJ Stroud is 7-4 against the spread in his career. That's 3.5 Lions trap.
Take the Texans.
You want me to take the Texans?
I do.
Okay.
Yay.
All right, I'll buy in that one. All right, recap real quick. Carolina and the Giants in Germany. I'll take Carolina. Ryan will take the Giants. We both take the Chicago Bears -6 over the Patriots. We'll both like Buffalo -4 over the Colts. Denver, I will take them to cover 7.5 over the Chiefs. Ryan has the Chiefs there. We'll both take Atlanta 3.5 favorites over the Saints. We'll both take San Francisco 6.5-point favorites over the Bucks. We'll take Pittsburgh 2.5-point dogs against the Commanders. We both took Minnesota -7 over the Jags. Both took the Chargers 7.5-point favorites over the Titans. We both took Philly -7.5 over the Cowboys. We both like the Jets -1.5 against the Cards. And we'll differ. I'll take Houston. You will take Detroit. Lions are 3.5-point favorites there. All right, let's do this. Catch our, well, you want to just do the grid? Then we'll get a break?
Yeah, sure.
Grid, then break. I mean, we screwed the grid up yesterday. Today's just for practice. But let's let it roll.
Such an L, dude. I mean, it is what it is,
I
though.
know.
Whatever.
Let's just go.
50 sacks for the Raiders. Clue man. Right?
Yes.
50 sacks for the Saints. Cameron Jordan?
Yep.
Has to, right?
Has to. I can't think of anybody else either.
Patriots. We could go
Chandler Jones.
Yeah. That's the most obvious one.
Yeah. All right. Josh Jacobs.
Jimmy Graham.
Yep.
Let's speed run this. Green Bay and England. I said speed run too soon.
I know, but I feel like it's a pass rusher there. I don't know why. No quarterback comes to mind. So, all right, we can move off it. Speed run through the other ones.
Vikings, Raiders.
Is that not Adrian Peterson? No, he didn't play for the. He didn't play for the Vikings.
He played for the Saints though.
He did. Vikings, Raiders. Nick Mullins?
Did he play for the Raiders?
Maybe. Obviously, it's not Sam Darnold. Vikings, Raiders. Oh, Vikings, Patriots, Randy Moss. Vikings, Raiders. I don't think Chris Carter ever played for the Raiders. Jerry Rice did, but he never went to Minnesota.
Smelling a running back. Zamir White didn't play for the Vikings.
I don't think Doug Martin ever went to Minnesota. Maurice Jones-Drew, don't think so.
Kickers?
We shouldn't have to go there that quick. Blair Walsh, I don't think so. Greg Joseph, I don't know. Raiders fight. I know there's got to be some legacy type of guy. Like, I don't know, Kenny Stabler, I don't think so. Fran Tarkington, no idea. Dude, Raiders. It's not Gardner Minshew, obviously. No Carson Palmer. Huh. Jacoby Myers, no. Michael Crabtree, don't think so. Vikings players. Hutchinson, no. Alan Page, no.
Xavier Rhodes?
Don't think so.
Percy Harvin? I don't think so. I don't think so.
I don't know. I don't think so either.
Zadarius Smith? No.
No. All right, you want to try Green Bay, the Patriots? All right, Green Bay Patriots. Same thing, tight ends, like not Austin Hooper.
Eddie Lacy, I don't think he ever played for the Patriots.
No. Jordy Nelson played for the Raiders, but he never played for the Patriots. Josh Gordon, no.
We need Green Bay, New England.
Green Bay running backs?
No, we need Green Bay, New England.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah. Got fat Eddie Lacy.
Brian Hoyer, he didn't ever play with the
I don't think he ever played for Green Bay. Garoppolo didn't. Jacoby Brissett didn't. Danny Shelton, I don't think ever was in Green Bay. Cole Beasley, Edelman, Gronk. Charles Woodson. Oh, that also will look good too.
Packers, Patriots. Randall Cobb never played for the Patriots.
Dude, this is a deep cut. Ross Verba.
Who?
He used to play for the Browns. I know he played in Green Bay, but I don't think he played with the Patriots. And then I know, like, Joe Andruzzi, again, came from New England, but I don't think he ever went to Green Bay.
Haha Clinton Dix. Did he ever play in New England?
Actually, I think he played for the Raiders, but not enough to. I mean, I guess, like, again, we've kind of soiled this week, so it really doesn't matter. But
Equanimous St. Brown.
that's a good pull, but no. Oh, dude, there's got to be. Robert Tonyan, no. Bakhtiari's still a free agent.
What about Rich? What's that dude's name? Richard Rodgers.
Maybe, but that might be Ben Watson, but I don't think he ever played in Green Bay. Demarius Randall came here from Green Bay, then he went somewhere else, but I don't know if he...
Jawan Jennings? Or not Jawan, Greg Jennings, I mean?
No, I don't think so on that. I feel like there's like a big one. I feel like we're missing a really big one somewhere.
You're starting to need Patriots quarterbacks.
Hoyer, Brissett, Garoppolo.
Bledsoe,
Testaverde. Mark Brunell, I know, played in Green Bay. I know that.
Mac Jones.
Mac Jones. I don't even know who Green Bay's backup is. Who filled in when?
Malik Willis.
Oh yeah, that's right, Malik Willis. That's right. Dude. Like Vrabel, no. All those championship guys. Ty Law.
Jamal Williams never played New England, I don't think.
No. Right? I don't think so.
But Garrett Blunt never played in Green Bay.
No.
Stephen Ridley, did he play in Green Bay?
I don't know. Your guess would be as good as mine.
Why do I feel like he did?
I mean, I don't hate it.
Whatever. We got to do something.
We got to do something. We got other things we got to do. We got to get to our Cavs part.
Nope.
That's fine. Scrolling down just for educational purposes only. Martellus Bennett. Should have gotten that one.
And then what? It was Raiders, Vikings that we couldn't get, right?
Yeah, Randy Moss was the number one there, but we put him for the Patriots.
Right. This is Raiders, Vikings. Oh, wow.
What?
Rich Gannon, Dante Culpepper.
Oh, Culpepper, yeah. That's right. I should have got Dante Culpepper.
Wade Wilson. Not that one.
Not that one. The other
Amir Abdullah, Michael Bennett.
We always forget
Alexander
Amir
Madison,
Abdullah.
Cordell Patterson, Latavius Murray. Wow, we choked that one.
Yeah, we should have got Latavius Murray.
My heart just wasn't in it.
No, today it's hard when we screw it up. We screwed it up yesterday, so like we're not all focused on it as we normally should be. You're 100% correct. All right, we're all focused on the Cavs for tonight. Let's catch our break, come back, run through timeout, and we get our parlay going for the wine and gold tonight. We'll get you that preview for the Cavs and the Warriors as well. Fontana Show right here on Big Play, driven by our friends at Fairway Ford. Back ready for this.
I'm Garage Beer, and this is Bobby Carpenter.
Garage Beer. Beer-flavored beer.
Beef with an F? Okay, my bad. It's crisp and cool, and it doesn't taste like ass. I'm Bobby Carpenter. I drink in garages because my wife says I don't belong inside. If you like a cold breeze on your bag, drink Garage Beer. It's American, and so can you. Garage Beer. Beer-flavored beer.
Well, how do they know I'm doing this? Did somebody leak this out?
It's social media.
Oh.
It's just, that's the way social media works now.
I thought maybe you were just running that yap.
Hi everyone, Tim Kitzer from NBA Jam and NFL Blitz. You're listening to the best podcast.
And I
think they got 11 last year because we were just riding the highs of Flacco fever and the crazy run that they went on in the second half of the season this year. I'm going to go with 10-7 as my Browns record prediction. I'll take a game away. I agree wholeheartedly with what Bruce said, that this division is brutal, and the Browns are going to have to take care of business early on in this season because they don't catch a divisional game until like week 7 or week 8. So you got to beat Dallas. You got to win some of these winnable games early, so that way you've got a little bit of a cushion in the AFC North when those games begin. I'll go 10-7 for the Browns this year.
I don't buy into this nonsense, this conspiracy nonsense that he's got his money and he's dogging it. That's ridiculous.
They're off in the Kentucky Derby as Authentic takes them around the far turn. Tis the Laws making his move now, and they're into the stretch. These two stride for stride. Authentic, tis the Law. Here's the wire. Authentic has won the Kentucky Derby.
All right, welcome back. Fontana Show right here on Big Play, driven by our friends at Fairway Ford. We'll get to our Cavs parlay. I've got some insight on the game. We'll talk about the offense, defense. Kerr knows Atkinson. Atkinson knows Kerr. We'll get to that, but first, we'll dive in a little bit of timeout for you on this Friday, the 8th of November. What do we got? Including just 1 year ago today, celebration for some. Marijuana was legalized in the state of Ohio. Congratulations to some.
Very, very, very right.
I am not a user per se, but I also have no problem if other people want to. I just think it's so weird that obviously tobacco has always been legal. You got one green thing that comes out of the ground, you got another green thing that comes out of the ground. That's okay, but that's not. Hey, man, everybody do shit. Not hurt anybody else. Sell to kids. You know, do whatever you want, but all for it. So I think that was. Where's the tax dollars? What if we created a? What if there's a marketing campaign to create a weed strain for the Browns? Because we need it to get through the games, and then they can tax the out of that, and they can pay for the stadium.
Yeah. It'd be called shit.
Aren't some people into that with weed? Don't they like the stuff that's really stinky or something?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. What do you do that? It's legal. We'll create a strain because everybody needs it. Gummies, all of it. And cookies, whatever. It'll get you through the game that you need on Sundays, and then they can tax the ever-living hell out of that, and that's how they pay for the stadium. We're a solution-oriented team, or show, Ryan. That's what we do here. Figure it out. Here's a sad one. I don't usually like doing deaths because, you know, it sucks, but Alex Trebek passed away this day in 2020. That was one I think everybody's like, damn.
Go,
you know,
dude.
like they tried. Dude, Ken Jennings is. You don't ever want to be the guy that replaces the ledge. You want to be the guy replaces the guy replaces the ledge. Like that was just such a tough. My wife and I used to watch Jeopardy every night.
Me too.
Jeopardy and Family Feud every night when I would get home late. But just ain't the same. Roll this over as many times. Josh Gordon was returning off suspension this day 2017. Can you believe that he was still on the 2017 Cleveland Browns?
That is crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
Like, he was here with Baker Mayfield in 2018. 1 year long, but he was here. Biggest what if. This day 2003. LeBron gets the first win of his career. They beat the Wizards 111-98. They started their season 0-5. So LeBron with his first of many wins this day 2003. Cavs opened Gund Arena this day 1994. They fell to the Rockets 100-98. I want to pull that box score up.
What year?
1994. 1994-5 Cleveland Cavaliers. Mike Fratello. We'd finished 43-39, fourth in the Central Division.
Nice.
Schedule and results. All right. So, again, we started on the road, but then we just lost at home. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Dude, they didn't start their season that year till November 5th. This is only our second game of the year. We opened Gund Arena. Like I said, 190. Hakeem Olajuwon had 21. Robert Ory, 13. Vernon Maxwell, 17. Sam Cassell came off the bench for them. Our starters, Chris Mills, Hot Rod Williams, Bobby Phills, Mark Price, and Tyrone Hill. Terrell Brandon had 19 off the bench that night for the Cavs as they opened Gund Arena this day 1994. This day 1992, the Kings beat the Lakers in L.A. 124-114. That ended a consecutive streak of 43 straight road games that the Kings had lost to the Lakers.
Wow.
So imagine that. It ended in 1992. From 1974, when the Kings were still in Omaha, to 1992, they never won a game against the Lakers in LA. 43 consecutive road losses to the Lakers ended this day for the Kings in 92. This day, 1895, German scientist Wilhelm Conrad Rontgen discovered X-rays. Have you had a lot of X-rays in your life?
No, not really.
Probably a handful. Who played sports? Y'all had that. I've knock on wood, I have never had a seriously broken bone. I've had serious injuries. I tore my bicep. I've done that, whatever. Never broke my arm, broke my leg. None. Had surgery, X-rays all the time, but never broken anything serious. So I'd like to keep that streak alive. That'd really be nice. Very happy birthday goes out to former Cavalier Brevin Knight, Indians pitcher Brian Shaw, Sam Bradford, Giancarlo Stanton, Gordon Ramsay, Tech 9, and Tara Reid. And Dave DiNatale. Shout out to Dino. It's his birthday today. All celebrating birthdays today. All right, I got some movies, I have a network, and I have a song. Okay. You're all ready to go. We'll start with a movie. This day, 2002. There's a lot of singing in this movie.
92?
2002.
Oh, okay.
2002. It's an American drama film starring a particular musical artist in not only his first starring role, this was his film debut. The film contains autobiographical elements of this musical artist's actual life and follows him as a version of himself as he attempts to launch his career.
So is he like a 90s star?
I mean, he was popular in the 90s. I'd still say he's extremely popular today. If I gave you the next hint, I think you would get it. The title is derived from a street that divides the predominantly black city of Detroit.
Yeah, that doesn't help me.
What? Really? I thought that was the layup. The title's derived from a road between the predominantly black city of Detroit and the largely white suburban communities in the north.
I am dumb. 8 Mile.
8 Mile is correct. Eminem, late great Brittany Murphy, 8 Mile. Do you know Anthony Mackie also made his film debut in that?
Yeah, he's the dude, the Final Rap Battle.
B-Rabbit. Jimmy
B-Rabbit.
Smith. Well, that's Eminem.
He's Clarence, whose
Yeah.
parents had a real good marriage.
Lose Yourself won the Academy Award for Best Original Song, which was crazy. But 8 Mile is correct this day, 2000. All right, we take you on back. This day, 2000. This is also, to go off of Elf from the other day, another film that'll probably get a lot of run over the next couple of months. It's a remake that's been done many a times over. But this was the first live-action version of this remake.
Frosty the Snowman?
No, but you're barking up the right tree.
Rudolph?
No.
Santa Claus?
No.
The Grinch.
The Grinch. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Jim Carrey. This day 2000. All right. This day 1972. See, I had a clip that was going to play. A network launched this day 1972.
CNN.
No.
ESPN.
Nope.
ABC.
No. This also has 3 letters in it, though.
Fox.
Nope. It's not NBC either.
BBC.
Mm-mm.
TNT.
Mm-mm. If I named any of the shows off of it, you'd probably instantly get it. It used to be a big thing back in the day if your parents paid for this and they had it.
HBO.
HBO is correct. HBO launched this day, 1972. That's a damn good bracket. What's the best HBO show of all time?
Sopranos.
Probably.
Nope. Take that back.
All right, here it is.
Game of Thrones.
Euphoria, Industry, Gilded Age, House of Dragon, Last of Us, True Detective, Curb Your Enthusiasm. Here, this is the list of original programs.
It's Game of Thrones.
This is current. The Penguin's damn good. The Last of Us, House of the Dragon, Euphoria, True Detective. White Lotus, Hard Knocks.
Isn't that Mad Men?
That's all upcoming. Here's former programming. This is really what we want.
Boardwalk Empire?
I'm just going to go by season on this. Game of Thrones, True Blood, Oz, The Sopranos, The Wire, Boardwalk Empire, Succession, Deadwood, The Newsroom, Big Little Lies. Oh, that's just drama. Comedy. Curb Your Enthusiasm, Entourage, Veep, Girls, Sex in the City. What's that?
Eastbound and Down.
Eastbound and Down was great. You're right. Eastbound and Down right there it is. Yes.
The Righteous Gemstones.
The Ali G Show. Miniseries. Not much there on that list. Anthology series. Tales from the Crypt. That was on HBO. I didn't know that. The Hitchhiker. Never heard of it. Kids and Families. Fraggle Rock. Nothing. Yeah. That's pretty much it. Reality, variety. Don't really want that. Sports. Got all that. I would say again, you're like, what? Yeah. Game of Thrones, Sopranos, The Wire, Boardwalk Empire, Succession. What they currently have. Like, I think The Penguin is damn freaking good. I never got into House of, the Game of Thrones stuff, but I get it. True Detective. True Detective, that first season was so good. Everybody told me not to watch the rest of it, and I did. But True Detective, that first one was damn good. So there it is. Final one. I have a musical component. Released this day, 1971. To some, this is the greatest song ever written.
Stairway to Heaven.
That is correct.
Wow, look at me.
Just some. I feel like that's the popular answer, and everybody just complains. No, it's this or it's that. But it's like, on the whole,
no, it's such
when
a good
you
song.
would say the greatest song ever written, like people think it's Stairway to Heaven, probably, right?
Yeah, that's such a good song.
Listen, I like a lot of bands. I don't think it's any question the greatest rock band in history is Led Zeppelin.
Valid.
Again, I'm not saying you can't like others, and it's not like that I don't like others, and I do, but Led Zeppelin. That's where it's Stairway to Heaven, released this day, 1971. All right, Cavs, Warriors, 4.5-point favorites tonight. Let's run on through some of the bets. So I'm over on USA Today for some of their bets. Number one, they start things out. This preview comes from Peyton Shanks. Hope we don't shank this one. Here we go. First off, they do not like the money line. I slightly lean towards the Cavs to remain undefeated, but I don't like it at the minus 180. This is going to be a very tight matchup. It can go either way. So that's why they're also going to take the Warriors plus 4.5. Golden State has covered 7 of its last 9 matchups against the Cavs. They're 4-1 against the spread their last 5 games in Cleveland, talking about the Warriors. Now, here's the interesting thing. The Warriors have won 7 out of their last 9 games against us. We won both of them last year to end that streak, by the way. Both squads at this point in the season, Cavs 8-0, or excuse me, 9-0. Warriors are 7-1. Both squads have only lost one game against the spread this season. They like the depth and the hot start on both sides of the ball. We'll talk about both sides of the ball in a second. The under 231.5 is the play from USA Today. These are two of the best defenses in the league. The Warriors are holding their opponents to just 105 per game. The Cavs are just at 110. But they're also two of the three top scoring offenses. But believe this to be a close game. It'll come down to who gets the stops when needed. The over has hit Cavs 4 out of their last 5 and 3 straight for the Warriors. So maybe it's a little turn towards the under. Can I tell you a little bet that you might like for tonight?
What's that?
Overtime. If it's going to be that close of a game, now that really doesn't help me if I take the Cavs. I mean, I guess they could cover 5, in overtime. But maybe if it's going to be that close, bet the over in overtime. That would probably be
some cash.
What's that?
That would make you a lot of money.
That probably would. Steve Kerr, Kenny Atkinson. So they obviously know themselves extremely well. Atkinson on the staff for the Warriors for the past 3 years. Now, the flip could that be? Does he know Steph Curry? Like he knows kind of the inside? Sure, but they're also probably knowing what Kenny Atkinson is going to run here. Cavs juggernaut offense. This is from Fear the Sword. Shout out to those guys and Corey Walsh for this article. Cavs shooting the 3. They are number 1 in the NBA in effective field goal percentage and second in three-point percentage. What's more impressive about this team is that they're generating their attempts in one particular way. They only rank top 5 frequency in corner threes. Their free-moving, fast-paced style has proven to let them succeed and have a great test against the Warriors, who are also excelling offensively. Warriors, true to their brand, are shooting the 3. They are 5th best from the perimeter and rank 3rd in the league in offensive rating at 119.3. Both teams firing on all cylinders. They enter Friday's game winners of 5 straight, talking about the Warriors, and undefeated on the road. I think that comes to an end tonight. I think the Cavs are going to get this done. Do you want to take an alt spread, or do you just like it at the 4, Ryan?
I think I like the 4, to be honest.
Okay.
I think they're going to win.
We will take the Cavs -4. Okay. Okay. Cavs -4. Points. Donovan Mitchell, 20.
I told you he's dropping 40 tonight.
25.
I told you he's dropping 40 tonight.
I don't want to do 40.
Then do 30.
That's plus 400.
There you go. It's the Spidey game this season.
Are you sure?
Yes. He told me himself.
All right. Rebounds, Jared Allen is good for 7. There's no question on that. Okay. Steph, 20.
Yes.
I'm at 575 on a 4-leg parlay.
Okay.
Donovan, 30. Cavs -4.5. Allen, 7 rebounds. Steph Curry, 20.
Book it.
Like it, and I can boost that. Should I go big here? I was going to put $2 on it. 2 wins me 17. I did win last night. You know what? Let's do 5.
There you go.
$5 wins me $43. I will bet the Cavs on the side to cover that 4.5 tonight. It's going to be fun, man. And the electricity in the building, you're back at home. I think that's going to be a nice factor for this tonight. Want to revisit our Twitter question, though. It's at Matt Fontana Show. Drops a follow there. We asked everybody, do you view this game? And I didn't even retweet it. I'm bad. Or did I? I think I did. I did.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you didn't.
I think I did.
No, you didn't. I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, I think I retweeted the show. I did. Sorry. I'll go I didn't even cast our vote on it. Here you go. Retweet. Is it still a rivalry game tonight? I'm going to vote no. I've let that go. I think we're at a different spot all around. That's it. So I'm going to say no for tonight. Ryan, cast your vote.
Yeah, I vote no as well, but
okay.
Man, is that close. 51%.
It's 50-50. It's 50-50 down the stretch here on how it goes. Like, I look at it, and now, you know, that all aside, you have a good team coming to town. It's a team that's a little similar to you. They can shoot, they can score, and they play a little bit of defense. I'm going to look at this for tonight, which is why we could even probably do a deeper parlay. I think the depth, the Cavs have the better talent. Now, the Warriors have the best player, right? But, like, if you go up and down on just how the Cavs are playing right now, this is really the parlay we should have made. I'll give you a Donovan 30. I like 15 from Garland. I like 15 from Mobley. I like 10 from Karis LeVert. I like 10 from Jared Allen.
So if that happens, their Cavs are definitely winning.
Absolutely. Like, I do agree with you. I think Donovan's going to be a lead game tonight. I think minimum 2 threes from Darius Garland. Should have put that in the freaking parlay. 2 threes from Garland. You know what? I'm going to build another side one. This is the Cavs kick-ass parlay. You ready for this one? Donovan 30. I'll give you Darius 15, okay? Give me 10. Where's my guy, Karis LeVert? Why? Why can't I bet on Karis LeVert? He's going to play, is he not?
No idea.
Bull crap. Rebounds, I want 7 from Jared Allen. I want 5 from Mobley. I want 10 points, Evan Mobley. What else did I say? At that point, you kind of like the over, would you not? Well, even if I just take the Cavs to win, that's a 700 parlay. This is the Cavs kick-ass parlay. Please confirm my location. Cavs win, Mobley 10, Garland 15, 30 from Donovan Mitchell. 10 from Jared Allen? 5?
Yeah. Well,
5?
Yeah, at least.
Okay, that boosts me up to plus 750. That's it. Yeah. All right. That's it. Assists. Oh, let me do that. Oh, no, that's what I was going to do. Threes made. I knew I was missing one. Darius Garland, 2 threes. Darius Garland, 3 assists. That doesn't give me anything. 5 assists for Darius. Get crazy with it. Yeah. All right, I'm in. Let's go. There's that real chance, man. The Cavs run them out of the gym tonight, which would be awesome. It'll be so much fun, but we'll see. So, again, enjoy the hell of the game tonight. Ohio State taking on Purdue tomorrow. Any feelings?
I mean, they should blow them out. But
Purdue is 1-7. This is a 38-point spread. 38-point spread. So
if Ohio State loses, shave your beard completely.
They're not. That's fine. They're not going to do it.
You're actually going to.
Yeah, they're not doing that. For sure.
So you'll actually stick to your word.
Yeah, the last time you did that and it didn't happen, and I should have shaved my beard and I didn't. But I'll listen to that. They're not losing to Purdue.
Okay.
There's no way they're losing.
All righty.
So that's fine. 38-point favorites. We'll figure it out. Big matchup though. Georgia Ole Miss, because I was one of the guys that I follow for betting. So there's been a big swing on the money coming in, and that it's going to move the line. And people are like, don't sleep on Ole Miss, man. That's your only top. Yeah. You got Alabama, LSU tomorrow night, and those are your only 2 top 25 matchups between 2 teams.
Yeah, that's the greatest week.
It's kind of a snoozer week. It really is kind of a snoozer week in college football, but Ohio State should have no problem clearing that on up. All right, Cavs, get it done tonight, and we'll talk to you. Yeah, one more time. Come on now. Come on, Cavs. They're going to make it happen.
Gotta make it happen.
A little fast break action.
Gotta make it happen with your fast break action. Gotta make it happen.
What a great song.
It's a great song. It's an absolutely great, it's a banger. It's a great song. I love it. I feel really good about the Cavs tonight. It's going to be awesome. Enjoy your weekend without the Browns, I guess. You know what we can do on Sundays? Watch some football.
Browns cannot lose this week.
I was favored by 3 earlier in this week. I don't know what to tell you. I
did see that.
Enjoy the weekend. Got college football lined up. Certainly a great slate on the NFL. And for the Cavs tonight, it's going to be so much fun. I know a lot of people are I got a couple friends that are like, dude, should we grab tickets? Let's go. What do you want? What do you think get-in prices for tonight?
No idea.
Sorry. $62 gets you in. $62. Lower level, 336. 68 upper deck. Loudville? Why not? Go see Steph Curry. Is that really what you want to do? That's fine. But I know a lot of people are going tonight, so enjoy it. Cavs get it done. It's going to be a hell of a weekend. Enjoy it. For Ryan Tyler, I'm Matt Fontana. As always, take it easy.